start off by saying RIP to the ones who lost their life dealing with heart transplantations. You're trying to keep yourself healthy, knowing that so much that was taught in education of living life after a heart transplant that we both had to endure, no matter if it's you taking your medications every day or even you putting in exercise or even eating right, staying fit, walking a narrow line, but you had to do it. That's why you got people who got different time frames, 5 years, 15 years, 20, 30, 35. They've been through two hearts, three hearts, one heart. You got some that got long term with one heart. You got some that got five or six hearts, man. It's time to understand that anything can happen at any time. But the subject I want to speak on is maybe we don't know when people die easy. You look back at your time of being a transplant, you notice that if you done been through a lot, you done witnessed a lot, you done endured a lot, you maybe had rejections, you maybe had times when you didn't take your medication. That's why I preach. Anybody know Transplant Files, he preaches about everybody needs to take medication no matter what. If you go in any hospital in America without being at your transplant hospital, have your medication there with you in the emergency room, in the room with you no matter what. You take your dosage on time. Never give a team a chance to go and get medication for you where they can just say, okay, here it go. We giving you medicine in the morning. The team tells you to take your medication 12 hours apart unless you're on a one dose Evershield, not Evershield, I forgot it, but Tacrolimus. I'm on one dose once a day, Tacrolimus medication, and I'm taking two times a day the cell tip. I take a 5 milligram steroid, which I thought at first it was like me being the first year transplant. I need to be one that's telling everybody, oh, you don't need steroids after 6 months. But guess what? I think it does help. I'm able to function, get around, do what I need to do to survive as a man living with a heart, but it's still others I notice goes into rejection. They having a phase with taking medications or not, and it even leads to sometimes death. The subject I want to speak on is when is it a time after you have a big major rejection where you don't get back and recover back and never know a year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, 2 weeks, 4 days, maybe that time that the heart done endured a rejection, maybe it's not healing back, or maybe all the antibodies, whatever it takes to make these rejections, not going back to normal. Now you can kill it with the steroids and get the heart back right, but you ain't supposed to keep having so many negative rejections over a period of time. Because guess what? If you go higher than a 2R, 3R, 4R, that even they say it's one higher than a 4R, which that's the complete baddest one. And you get to that level of rejection, and then you try to live later on in life and go past it. I don't even know what the outcome is, but I got a theory that maybe it's not right to get yourself in rejection status, not knowing that it's an outcome behind going into rejection. I done been transplant 2/19/20 was the date I was transplant. Now it's going on 2/19/23 will be 3 years. I know how to move. I know how to Google. I know how to look, observe other transplants, and I can tell the ones who probably walk, do their things, and the ones who take medications and still live life happily. It's a saying that they say, you live life no matter what. But I know for a fact, as long as I'm living on this earth, I'm going to take my medications daily. I'm going to do all the proper situations to stay alive. I'm going to walk the narrowest line I can, no matter if I get upset at times. That's something that goes with just being in life. We all get upset. No matter if you feel like, okay, today's going to be that day, tomorrow won't. You know, you can't think like that. You got to think today is the day, a good day. I woke up, I'm happy. I'm making myself get up and do whatever I got to do. That's why I post my videos. You can go back and look how I go, try to walk, stay motivated, stay moving. That's just something I done conquered to do that part. Now, sometimes I stressed about it, supporting all that people coming around or whatever. You got peoples on your team, but they ain't gonna be the ones that's serving you, telling you to take your medications, caring about you making your appointments, caring about you doing anything in life past that date that you was transplanted. You back in the raw, uncut world of life that we living in the United States of America. But I just wanted to touch on that, man. 2020 was a year I got a lot of transplants that I did know, and I keep up with how they pushing. I want them to stay pushing the same way I noticed they pushing right. The ones who's not here with me today from 2020, man, RIP to your family, donors, everybody in life. And the ones who listen to this video, if you ever seen this video, hear this video, and you know it's me, Transplant File, I hope you moving, you stay positive as you move, and you move right. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification. Go pass it to somebody that probably needs the encouragement to keep pushing. I'm out.